Okay, day one, Bemm River. Beautiful. I'm just gonna, because I can't help myself, just gonna waddle over to the bank there and fish the bank. Knee's giving me grief today, so the boys are up and they're all getting ready. We'll launch a little bit later. The water's filled up a little bit now, and we're gonna see what we got. Did fish yesterday when I got down while I was waiting for the boys, and there's plenty of fish around. Didn't keep any fish last night because I wanted to go looking for the big ones today. So we'll see how we go. Just gonna go put a bait in the water and see what happens. Okay, let's go for a waddle down to the water, or the water's edge, stick a rod holder in and have a bait in the water. It looks a bit weird, we got boats, but I'm doing a land-based fish. Just till my leg gets a little bit free. There's a lot of water here at the moment because it is close to the ocean now. Stick this bait down there. Stick this rod over here and try and get my rod holder. And the bait of choice for this morning will be sandworm, supplied by Boss Bait and Tackle. This is a box I opened yesterday. It's day one of our Bemm trip. I won't be here for the whole trip, but I'll be joining the boys today. I'm gonna stick a bait in the water. The beautiful sunrise in the background, hope you got that. Bit of a silhouette going on the camera there. I'll change the angle of the camera so it brightens up a bit just now. I'll stick a little bit of worm on there and flick a bait out and see if there's any fish. Usually we do get a few flathead around this area. Let's have a first cast and see what happens. The drag. Put him back in the water?
High already, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long, huh?
Nope.
Alright.
Anyway, fan it out.
Hang on. They turn it on. What?
Now fan it out, let go.
Yeah, okay. For me.
Got Steve coming for a bit of a wander as well. So we'll see what happens, guys. Nah.
Yep, the motor'd be right up, just getting out.
Yeah, trimming it up and sucking in mud and all of that stuff.
No, I can't. Yeah, you can't do it here today. It's not enough. This is surf.
Yeah, it's angry.
Yeah.
I can hear a couple of boats out there.
Yeah, there was a couple down fishing down on that way this morning.
There we go, I'm getting a hit. Huh? Loads up. Yep. Got it that down.
Oh, how's that sunrise, eh? Beautiful.
Can't beat that first bait in the water.
Yeah.
A lot of it now.
Feels different to yesterday?
Yeah.
The better one?
I picked up some weed now too.
Yeah, weed on the way past.
No more head shakes, he's covered his eyes.
You don't know what he's doing.
I hope it stays like this all weekend.
Oh, it's supposed to be wind-wise, it's supposed to be pretty okay.
Yeah, just the direction is shit. Sometimes.
It's getting away.
There's a little fella.
No, actually, it's not that little compared to yesterday.
Yeah. Hooked in the corner of the lip there.
Have you ever tried brim gut on the brim?
No, but I brought mullet gut, and I'm gonna give that a go. That was the first bait in the water, guys. Little brim. We'll let this bugger go for good luck. Boom! I love when they swim away. Let's see if we can't get a slightly bigger model. Just catching fish is good. That's what my kids love it here.
Yeah,
They always catch fish, and it doesn't matter whether it's big or small, but they're staying busy.
Alex is going big, obviously. He's got the big bit of prawn out.
Let's see. Mix it up, mix it up.
More likely that's a flathead bait.
Mix it up.
There's some water around this here.
Yeah, man. The last time we came, remember how low it was?
Nothing here. There's a little channel out here.
Yeah, the last time we saw that too. Remember we were pumping and not much? Now watch where Alex's bait goes. Not bad.
That's where you want to go, mate.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's where they are. They're in that weed. Got the second bait in the water now. That first bait got a fish. We'll see what happens. Joined by Steve this morning, and the other boys are still doing.
Inside their eyelids, mate.
Yeah, whatever they're doing. So say the gentleman's hours. Second. In the afternoons over here, Steve, all these boof, boof, big flathead. Right along here, yeah, along that, yeah.
Sandy up to there, the bottom. Yep. So they'll all be.
Oh, mums. Oh, you got smashed.
That was a big hit.
Oh, that was, yeah, you got smashed there. It's only a little tacker again. Let's get that.
Okay, just bend over now. It's got smacked.
That's what they were doing for him yesterday at the jetty there. Fucking, what fucking bouncing off and shit. Was it small?
Yeah, I don't even consider those ones.
It's a tadpole.
Yeah.
That's a big bait, mate.
Wormity. Huh?
Yeah, that was a big hit that you had, Alex.
Yeah, that was a good hit, man. That wasn't a
I wouldn't be going to the worm after that hit.
yeah, it wasn't a baby fish, that one. Let's try a different location there. Let's pop it that way. Gonna go get our boats ready to get them in the water, and go look for some decent fish. There's a lot of fish around, but a lot of small ones as well. So not something that I plan on wasting a lot of time on. So the boys are getting the boats sorted. Mine doesn't take much to sort my boat out. It's pretty much ready to go all the time. We're gonna go and putt around the lake and see if we can't find some decent fish. As usual, I'll do my side scanning, and I might cover a bit of ground on the lake and try and find some better model fish. There's a few areas that are fishing Bemm that hold decent brim. I'm using the reedy wigs hooks circles, and they pretty much 8 times out of 10 it'll be a lip hook, so you can release the fish without doing too much harm. Now, in saying that, some of the bigger model fish, they will actually suck that bait right down. Doesn't matter what hook you use, unless you're fishing with a lure. Yeah, they usually suck it right down. You will see me keeping, a couple of the bigger models, obviously for obvious reasons. I don't think they release very well when they hurt. It's amazing, like you hook him in the in the gill or in the gut, and if they come out bleeding, they just don't seem to do well. But I've caught brim with fins missing, with big chunks in the back out, and they've survived. Been fishing for brim for a very long time now, and whenever you hook them and they're bleeding, they become pelican food. Like, it's just, that's the reality of it. You put them down, and because they can't swim well, almost a pelican there is ready to take anything you put back in the water, and he's quick. But I will be covering this ground a little bit later for the flathead in the afternoon, and hopefully we can hook a monster, get to see it in the water. Obviously I'm not going to take it out of the water. If I do hook a big flathead, it'll just be a visual thing in the water. I don't plan on lifting it out of the water. I don't plan on taking a brag photo or anything like that. Give you a look of the fish, and I'll cut the line and let it swim off. I do that all the time with my big flathead. I don't like to handle it. I don't need the photo. If I've got video footage of it, the measurement does not faze me one bit. If I can look at that flathead and I know it's over 55 centimeters, there's no point in taking it out of the water. Now, those guys that take it out and take photos, I'm not having a go at y'all. You're more than welcome to do whatever you want to do. But that's just my take on it. I don't like to take those big fish out of the water. Don't like to stress them any more than they're being stressed for that 5-minute or 10-minute fight. The hook will dissolve and fall off in a couple of days, depending on where it's hooked. Just cut it close to the mouth, or as close to the mouth as you can, and I'll let it go. I think the boys are waiting for me, so I better get going. We'll catch you on the water, guys. Stay tuned.
Filming your porno down there?
Yeah, it's just, do a bit of a pose, get my nipples exposed, Nothing wrong with that.
Exposure, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I got more exposure than the Fujifilm.
Yeah, I'll do mine as well.
Yeah, get them all ready, mate. Get them ready. Burley pot and everything.
I'll do the breakfast.
That's a lot of fuel. I don't know whether these guys are going bloody offshore or what.
Lead material here.
Uh,
in my boat.
How many pound in it?
Oh, just a light stuff on the moment.
8 pound?
Yeah. Brad, you've got some.
Huh?
You said he's got some, Brad.
Bags.
Morning, Nolan.
Morning, how you going, Graham? Okay, here we are at the ramp. 4 boats in the water and pretty much ready to go. You alright there, Anthony?
Yeah.
Once I move my boat, bring the boat that way, yeah?
I missed again. get real, get in there and
That's all
that
right.
dicky knee of yours.
Yeah. Just an update. The good old faithful developed the engine misfire. I had a feeling because I know my boat, and the other day while I was on top end, loaded up, it had a little bit of a splutter. It could be a spark plug or it could be a coil. It's a 2005 4-stroke Mercury, so wouldn't surprise me if I've done a coil or spark plug. Nothing serious. I'll just putt my way over to where I'm gonna fish, have a look at it, and then we'll go from there. But that's boating. It happens. At the best of times, usually. But look, touch wood. It's been a great engine, so I'm not gonna bag it just because of this. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Get it sorted, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've pulled up to a spot and the boys are actually going for a bit of a walk. They're going to cast the flats over here because there's some fish working on the flats. Unfortunately, my knee's really giving me a bit of grief today, so I'm just going to stay in the boat and see if I can't get it from the boat. Graham was kind enough to give me some pain medication. Hopefully that kicks in and my knee sort of comes okay. But I did sound up some fish over here on the drive up. So I'm just gonna soak a bait and see if I can get a few big ones to jump on it. So we'll see how we go. Made a bit of a move. We're out in the lake now. Sounded up some fish on the sounder, some decent ones and some small ones. So hopefully we can get those decent ones to take our baits. Can't guarantee that. So I'm running just a normal running rig with a mutu circle hook. I think this is an 8. You can go bigger because these brim, they will swallow the bait. But like I said, if you plan on releasing the fish, it's a nice hook because 9 times out of 10, or I say 8 times out of 10, you'll get them in the lip or in the corner of the mouth, and you can get the hook out easily without doing too much damage to the fish. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Bit of a slow start, and I'm gonna just putt around the thing because I'm running on 3 cylinders at the moment. Mark from Bemm River Bait and Tackle is kind enough to get me a spark plug. He's going to Lakes Entrance. He's got an appointment, so he's gonna get a spark plug for me, and I will change the spark plug, and then hopefully the afternoon fish would be I'd be all good to go. But we'll see what happens. Just getting a bit of an inquiry now. There we go. That's not a big fish. It's only a little tacker. It's not a big fish. You can tell when it's a big fish. Usually you can tell by the way they bite, and this was a very subtle bite. baby. Just gonna lift him in. Yep, there we go. That hook comes straight out. Fish is unharmed. It's not bleeding or anything like that. And he'll release very well. Mutu circles, reedys rigs. Really good. I'm happy with these hooks. I use them on the whiting. Use them on the brim. And of lately I've been using them on the mullet as well, and the hookup rate is really good on them. I used to use the mustard worm hooks, the long shank ones in a size 2, and they did really well because they're a really thin gauge hook. The hookup was good on them, and if you had a fish that you plan on releasing, it would break off or come off really easily, I guess. So yeah, gonna persist over here and see if we can. Oh, a lot of bait fish in the water, little mullet, lots of them. Actually make really good bait, those little mullet. I got a hit straight away. And it is definitely hooked. It's not very big. Just a little feisty bugger. That hook is too far down, so I just broken the leader. No big deal. You can always put another hook on there. But he's healthy, he's not bleeding. That hook is in the mouth, but it will dissolve after a while and come straight out. It won't affect him, he'll still feed. Guarantee you someone will catch him and he'll have that hook in the mouth, or the hook would have fallen off. But yeah, that's a little brim there, guys, and not exactly what I would target. But it's a fun weekend, so as long as we're catching fish, it's all good. For brim, this is not usually the time I'd be fishing for them. But yeah, I'm going to chuck another hook on that and see how we go. And then I'll try and get one of these little mullets swimming around here for live bait. Okay, what I've done is I've changed tactics a little bit. The worms and the prawns were getting small brim. I know there's big brim out there because I sounded them, but they don't seem to be interested. So what I've done is there's a few little baby mullets swimming around the boat. Yeah. River? Huh? The river? Yeah. Yeah. Look at these little baby mullet. And I put them out to see if maybe a flathead, even a flathead or a big bruiser brim will take them. But we'll see how we go. Okay, we just made a move to the river, sounded up some decent fish, and first bait in the water, obviously. Yep. A good fish. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna lift it in. just on size. 30 mums, I'm putting it back. Like I said, 28 is the legal size limit, and usually 30s and stuff I won't keep. I'll put it back. I'll just persist and see if we can't get any bigger fish. You can keep your 30s if you want, 28, it's all legal. I just think there's some better fish out there, so hopefully I can pull some decent fish from here. That's on. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. He was hooked in the lip, and I could release him if I wanted to, but that's a better size brim there. He's a 32, he's a keeper, and I will keep him. Oh, we do want to get a feed, so keep him. Yep. Definitely feels like a better fish, guys. Yeah. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Net for this guy. Definitely an angry fish, this one. When you trust your sounder, guys, you'll catch good brim like this. No question about it, this is a good fish. I am keeping this fish, so this is 34.5. I don't presume that the live mullet will catch anything small. my tracky decks on, and I was absolutely cooking. And because it's not as free as shorts, it was putting a bit of pressure on my knee, and I was starting to hurt a little bit. So I took it off, and I'm fishing in my boxes. So it's just comfortable. Bemm River always turns it out. It can be a little bit difficult sometimes finding the fish, especially when the water is high. But instead of sitting in one place, if you move around, eventually you'll find some decent marks. And there's some decent marks out here. There's not a lot of fish, mind you. I've sounded up about maybe 5 or 6 good ones here. So we'll give it a go and see what happens, if we can pull a few more decent ones from here. Sometimes these things happen. Can't do nothing about it. It's a bit annoying, but it happens. This thing. Oh. And we gotta put up with the flies. Heaps of flies. It's like I'm in heaps of flies. But it's one of those things. He's on. Just got another fish on this one. Oh, he's coming towards me. Pretty quick too. That's a good one. Good one there, guys. I'll keep him. I think we're gonna eat fish tonight. Put another live mullet on this one. Oh. almost got away there, huh? So with these mullet, there's a little cavity above the eyes, like a hollow gap, and you can go straight through without hurting them. And they'll look at him; he's still alive. He's gonna swim well. And like I said, like with the mullet, you're not gonna get those small fish. It depends on the area you're fishing. If the little ones are aggressive, they will eat the live mullet, and it's only a small mullet, so the fish that we're catching are not the fish that are sounded up. They're still out there, and whether or not they take the bait, you know, the big brim don't grow big being stupid. They get to that size, they're an old fish. This is definitely not a big fish. Hopefully I got him in the lip. He's angry, but he's not a big fish. Oh. That was a perch on the other side. I just snapped that hook off, guys, because I don't want to hurt him. Yeah, I'll put him back, he'll be fine. Yeah, he's fine. When you're brim fishing, you got to be prepared to lose some hooks. Do the right thing, obviously. You try and get the fish back without hurting them too much if you don't plan on keeping them. So I snap the hooks and I'll just tie a new hook on. It's part of fishing, it's one of those things. For some reason, they do not like when you interfere with the gills. The mullet takes a while to get an interest in it, but when it does, it's gonna be a good fish, I reckon. So, and I got patience. Some perch across the river there on those snags. I can hear them boofing stuff. Might have a go at them later. Got another hook up here, guys. Not a big fish. It didn't pick the bait up like a small fish, but it's alright actually. Green. Yeah, it's a good fish. Sorry guys. Okay. let's get some fish filleted. We got the pelicans here, they know what I'm here for. Mr. Pelican, how are you? Oh my god. Alright, let's get up here. Okay. Okay, we're back at the ramp and we are going for the afternoon session. Wanagam Laka. Wanagam. And we've had lunch. So now we're gonna cut across the lake in this choppy weather and get to the other side and go up the river and see if those fish that we sounded up are gonna bite. Let's see. Okay, we are sorted. Sounded up some fish here, so let's get some baits in the water. There's some really decent archers here. The boys are gone further up, but I'm gonna see whether I can turn these archers into a few fish, just using up the older worm that I had earlier in the morning. The wind is up, but it's a cracker afternoon. Out here in the river, that is. Just didn't want to be driving over this fish and not having a go at them. That's it, I'm on. Didn't take long at all. That didn't take long at all. Oh, it's a good fish. There's my anchor. very nice fish there. Just lip hook. Look at that. Oh, hook popped out. Have a look at that. Those fish that we sounded up in the morning, we're just gonna see if they're gonna fire up now. When I got here, the first bait in the water was a fish, so kind of happy with that. That's a good start, a good sign that these fish may fire, and yeah, hopefully we can. So I caught 3 in the morning, so I need 7 for my daily bag limit. When we got back to the cabin, I actually cooked those 3 fish, but it's still part of my bag limit, so I'm allowed 7 more. So let's see if we can't tempt up a few more. Jeez, he's got a bit of fighting in this one. Let's go under that other line. Over the other line. He's definitely no monster, but he's got a bit of go in him. Oh, actually, I lied. He's not a bad fish at all. Doesn't like the net. He did not like the net at all. But it's a decent one. Decent fish. That hook popped straight out. And the other rod is going off. It's gonna be mayhem here, I reckon. Yeah, he's on it. He's on it. This is a small one. Just cut that line off. I'll put another hook on that one. Give you a little look of this fish. That's a good fish there. Get him on the ice. One thing I can say for sure, I really love and trust my garmin. It hasn't let me down so far when it comes to finding fish. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And I'm really happy with it. Let's get a hook on the other one. And we're gonna put up with the flies, unfortunately. It's got a bite on it. At the moment there's a fish on this one. Not a big fish. Oh, it's on actually. It's swimming towards me. Just a little one. Just a baby. I'll give this area about 15 to 20 minutes and then I'll keep sounding. Don't wanna... One's on it. Might be a bit of fish. This is a bit of fish. This is a good fish. There. Leading him away from the snags over there. There's a snag right here, and he knows where the snag is. It's getting tired. Ooh, here's a good fish. That's the ones I'm sounding up. That's one all the way down. He's I'll be keeping him. Circle will come straight out. Fish. There's something about that take, you know, the take of a big brim. I think I can compare it to barramundi fishermen, I think. Mom, Laka, hi bang. Technically, I need 4 more. Yeah. How many you got, Mom? Huh? No, come down here. I sounded up some decent fish here, Mom. It's just hard to tie up to anything over here. That's all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like on your case, it'd be a little bit harder because you got the cabin, unless the lighty stands in the front. But once you just get close to the bank, just slowly nudge it in and just keep it in gear, and then you can walk to the front and.
Why is it cliffy? Is it like a?
Yeah, it's cliffy. I'm tied up to a fucking root.
Yep. Okay.
But there is space, yeah.
Yeah, no, I found it here as well, but they're not fucking good.
Oh.
I don't know why. It's a small fish or something like.
Okay, we're on again with another fish, and the take on this one was very, very different. Took like a small fish, but then it loaded up, and I know it's a 30 plus. Yep, it's a beautiful fish. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Have a I'll just give you a little look of this one quickly. Have a look at that for a bit. That's a really good solid fish. Now, got the live well filled up because I'm allowed to keep 7 more fish. I'm gonna keep 7 good fish, and so if the other boys are struggling, at least they get to take home a nice lot of brim. I don't need any, I can catch them whenever I want. I'm lucky enough to be able to come up here and enjoy it when I want. So almost lost that rod. Now, I knew there were really decent archers down there, and I still don't think it's the ones I'm catching. I think there's a few bigger ones still down there. In theory, this place normally fires between 3:30 and 5 o'clock. That's already had a bite, that one. He's on there. He's picked it up. He's having a bit of a taste. Might not be a screamer, that guy, but like I said, the other big one did the exact same thing. Had a bit of a taste, and then it just loaded up, and when it loaded up, I could tell straight away it was a good fish. Sometimes it pays just to fan it out a bit. Don't cast in the same spot. In some cases, like when you're whiting fishing, you cast in the same spot and it works. Brim fishing, usually when they screwed up, that's the case. Just through the eye socket, doesn't hurt them, and they're still alive, and they swim around. Fish hanging low, can't see him yet. Oh yeah, he's yours. Very good fish. I think the boys are struggling for fish, really, because they're not really moving around. They're just sounding up fish in an area and sitting on those fish. But those fish aren't fighting, they're not feeding. You gotta move on. You can't sit on them for too long. You gotta find fish that are feeding. Sometimes it's easier said than done. But when you got the help of the electronics, it's not so bad. But these flipping March flies killing me. Even with the aero guard. The worms are a bit soft now. Might have to switch to cured worms or maybe prawn. It's like a football now. Step on. Yeah. That one's the one that's troubling me, and it's swollen up like a football. But anyway, such is life.